Geraldine Hickey. Yeah, welcome back, fuckers. So I'm single, whatever, shut up. So you know what? Here's the thing, right? Relationships are fucking hard. You know, you've got to communicate and stuff. Like, okay, so one time I was dating a guy and we had a bit of a problem with miscommunication. Like, for example, if I was in bed with him, right, I'd put my arm around him. That wasn't always an invitation to grab that hand and put it on his cock, you know? Or, you know, if I was having an afternoon nap on the couch, I'd have to be really conscious not to leave my mouth open. One day I was bending over to put a roast in the oven. Oh, fuck, I'm kidding. I don't cook. Fucking roast of all things. Like cooking for me pretty much just involves heat, right? So say I was to make you a cup of tea. That's a meal. You take that with milk and sugar, that is entree, main and dessert, all fucking wrapped up. Like cooking, it's a bit like foreplay really, you know. You spend all that time and effort on it, and at the end you only get, what, 5 minutes of satisfaction? You know, and you only get that 5 minutes if you have a conversation as you're going, like, how is it for you? Oh, it's really tasty. Sorry, just a bit of mayonnaise. Sorry, can I also point out, I don't actually have sex like that. It's actually more like that. So anyway, but here's the thing, right, like, to be honest, I'm not really that big of a fan of sex. I know I talk about it a lot, but, you know, I'd imagine it's like, you know when you see really, really ugly people make out in public, and you think there's no way that they have sex, they're just making us believe that they do. It's kind of the same with me. I just talk about sex to make you believe that I do get it. I don't, and really I'm not bothered with it, you know, because here's the thing, right, like, if I want to see some nuts, I can fucking make that happen, you know. Like, case in point, I was at the front of a kebab shop one night, and, you know, I was just hanging out, and there was 2 young guys that walked out. They were young, hip-looking guys, and they walked out, and they were, look at us, we're young, hip-looking guys. And I turned to them, and I don't quite know why I said it or where it came from, but I did turn to them and say, hey, fellas, why don't you get your nuts out? Come on, get your nuts out and touch them together in a hetero way. It'll be fun for all of us. Right? Before I'd even finished the sentence, one of them, bang, he's got one nut hanging out of the top of his pants, right? And he's squeezing it like he's presenting a flower, just... There it is, ladies. And the other one, he's struggling a little bit because he's got a kebab in one hand, so he really can't quite handle the one-handed manoeuvre. So I'm like, yeah, I'll help you. I'll hold it for you. The kebab, not the nuts, right? So I'm holding his kebab, and then he gets his nuts out as well, and they stand opposite each other and touch nuts in a hetero way, like just like that, like not too forceful, but not soft and tender or anything like that, but just kind of just touching nuts in a hetero way, just kind of bang, not too much though, but just bang, right? Just a bit of a mush, just they're touching, and we're hetero, and we're men, just touching nuts in a hetero way, and then they high-fived each other and walked away, right? I made that happen. You know, sure, I didn't get to touch them lovingly afterwards, but you know, baby steps. And I got a free kebab, so it fucking wins. Me. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to bring on our first act in the second bracket. Are you all fired up? You pumped? You excited? This is going to be awesome. Hey, Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together, and with as much applause as you can muster, please welcome to the stage, Bobby!
Thanks, Vicky. My name's Bobby. First of all, I want to make mention to my parents who came to the show tonight. So, Ma, Dad, thanks for coming. Round of applause, round of applause. My Ma said to my dad on the way here, when she up there, you make sure you laugh. You laugh at her when she up there. Thank you, she must have spoken to everyone. My mum's from a little island called Kiribati. It's in the South Pacific. She met my father there actually 35 years ago, 3 months, and they got married. Love at first visa. She's been here ever since. No, it's been fantastic. But English being her second language, she has struggled with a couple of things. Growing up, I've got 2 brothers. One of the things that Mum struggled with was telling us off. She thought if she threw a swear word in there, then we'll be like, oh shit, she's serious. She's for real. So this is my mum telling us off when we're younger. My younger brother Pete was being a little shit. She said, Peter, you stop that, you son of a bitch. My brothers and I look at each other and go, did she just call herself a bitch? She said, no, you son of a bitch. We said, yeah, Matt, he's your son. Son of a bitch. You just called yourself a bitch. He said, no, son of an asshole. We go, Mate, you just called yourself an asshole. No, your father's an asshole. We all used to laugh, and of course she'd be feeling uncomfortable. All these people are laughing at her. She's got no idea what's going on. So she'd look at us, she'd go, I gotta do with that down lady. Ingaramarик. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you know how I feel. I have no idea what you people are saying. My mother always used to claim that everywhere she went, people thought that she was stealing because she was black. She used to come home and she'd complain about everywhere I go. People think I'm stealing. Well, because I'm black, I got no money. I got money. I just don't like your clothes. My dad would be sitting there on the couch reading a book going, oh, don't be ridiculous. I don't think you're stealing. You don't know, asshole. Anyway, I went shopping with my mother one day, and it turns out it's true. People do think she's stealing. So we went shopping, and this is my mother shopping. Hey, they're looking at us. We're just looking. They think we're gonna steal something. I'm going, Ma, don't whisper, don't look over your shoulder, because I'm kind of thinking you're gonna steal something too. She goes, okay, it's okay. Follow my lead. When I say go, we run. I said, Ma, don't run. She said, ready? Go! Runs out the door. Of course people think she's stealing. I thought she was stealing. Bloody hell. My parents own a service station. And a BP service station, and my dad is the manager behind, he does all the stuff behind the counter, and he puts my mother up front to serve all the customers. Now, my mother believes that everyone is trying to steal from her now. She was serving, and this young boy picked up a packet of chips off the shelf, this young 14-year-old boy. She said, hey, you people there? 2 for 1. Same day, she thought she saw someone stealing something. He was walking down the aisle. She's serving a customer, and he's got to walk out the door. So Mum's serving someone, pump 13, check or saving, okay, bye. Hey! The guy turns around, he's got nothing on him. He's like, yes. She goes, did you call me? No, okay, come again. Asshole. My mother always used to say to me, Bobby, where's your boyfriend? Why don't you have a boyfriend? Your brothers, they have their girlfriends. I never see your boyfriend. I said, Ma, I just don't have time with cricket and football. I don't have time for a boyfriend. So anyway, the day that I told my mother that I was gay, it didn't go down too well. We didn't talk for a couple of months, but eventually when we did, she didn't, no, actually she took it well eventually after a couple of months. I was home, and I was actually living overseas at the time, and I was home for 2 weeks, and we ignored each other, we didn't look at each other, we didn't talk about the fact that I was gay. And then I was leaving in half an hour, my plane was leaving, my dad was coming to pick us up, packing my bag, Mum's made a cup of coffee. She said, Bobby, come here, sit down, we talk. Oh shit. I've been avoiding this for 2 weeks. I'm gonna have to do this, What am I gonna do? Pour the coffee on her and run. No, I can't do that. Anyway, so my mum looks at me. She says, you know, Bobby, when you say you are the lesbian, I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't understand. Can you have the babies? I said, I can have the babies. She said, I don't know how. I said, that's right, we'll talk about that another time anyway. And she said, you know, but I put the TV on. Ellen is on the TV. I said, yes. She said, hey, Ellen is a lesbian. She's a funny lesbian. Bobby, you are funny lesbian. Thanks very much, guys.